Good afternoon, everybody. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Today, we're going to be talking about Chinese New Year, and it might be pretty weird. We're talking about this quite far in advance, but I got a question yesterday, and I really want to address it to everybody. But first of all, make sure you hit that subscribe button, wherever it may be. Turn on notifications. I give away money on PayPal for 3 times a week. It's £25 or up to £25. So make sure you comment, subscribe, like, all that sort of stuff to put yourself in for those giveaways. Right, so the question that I got, let me share the screen. That kind of might help a little bit. So the question I got is from Emma, and she said, you know, from my past business ventures, I know Chinese factories shut down in January for Chinese New Year's and get orders delayed, blah, blah, blah. And then I said, yeah, they ship for ages. Thank you, Chris, for identifying my mistake there. So yeah, pretty much. It's actually not in January. It's in. It's going to be in February. I think it's in February most years. Maybe I'm wrong about that. But for 2018, Chinese factories will shut down on September. Oh, sorry, it's not September. February the 16th. So Chinese New Year is February 16th, and it's about 2 weeks, so until March the 2nd. So that's definitely time where you will not be able to do anything with any of your shipments to Amazon. Okay, you won't be able to do anything. They're not going to be there. Then there'll be nothing happening. But also bear in mind there is going to be a big backlog. So what I'm going to show you today is just, or I'll tell you today, is just a few tips for dealing with your inventory, dealing with your suppliers to make basically so you're not shot in the foot by this time of year. Okay, so there's a few things you've got to be aware of. So I guess I'm going to give you three tips today. The first thing is to plan. The next thing is communicate. And the second thing is to look at trends. So to plan, what have you got to do? Just like if you were ordering products to restock, you need to know how many you're selling a day, roughly on average, and how many days it takes your inventory to arrive and be fulfillable in the country. So for example, if it takes 20 days from the point of ordering to the point of delivery, then really you're going to think it's about 24-25 days once Amazon have got the products ready to be ordered. So that's going to be your lead time. And if you're selling 10 products a day, you need 250 units of stock to not sell out. You need at least 250 units of stock. You might even need, you know, of course, a little bit more. So put about a 15% buffer on that as well. So that's what you need to kind of be aware of. However, Chinese New Year, they're going to be out of action for two weeks, definitely. Some people might have to hire new employees. They might have to retrain people. They might have to, and of course, they will have to catch up with the backlog, which will take them a few weeks to catch up with. So what I would start doing is if you're selling on Amazon currently, then start the communications with your supplier just to ask them what they estimate their lead time to be, when you would need to order to get your certain amount of stock in. So you need to plan what you're going to do and maybe look towards more 60 days of inventory planning rather than, you know, let's say 30 days. Now that is one option. So you think, okay, I'm going to need 600 units of stock in stock for that period of time. So how many do I need to order now? That is one way of doing it, and you can plan it that way. However, everyone's situation is different. You might not be able to afford that investment for a restock, for that high kind of number of restocks. So there's other things you can do. One, for example, is to play around with your price to slow your sales a little bit. Now, you might not even need to do that because, of course, it's Christmas at this time of year, obviously, and you're getting more sales than you would do normally. However, in January and February, those sales will dip down. You're not going to continue to sell this amount of stock into the new year. Of course, that is product specific. Some will be way higher than others, but you need to bear that in mind. So don't just say because you're selling 10 or 20 a day now that it means you're going to be selling 10 or 20 a day through January, February, and March, and that's not necessarily the case. So this is where the kind of other section comes in. So we've talked about communicating. We want to communicate with our suppliers, just make sure that they know that you're going to want to reorder, so that they can either let you know when the best time is in January, or if it's going to be now, because they already have loads of orders. So you need to communicate, you need to plan ahead to know how many units you're going to need in the stock. If you're even going to go down that route of holding 2 months, 3 months worth of inventory at a time, or if you're going to try and higher your price a bit and sell out or sell a little bit slower than usual. That's something you have to bear in mind. But the other thing is you need to look at trends. So if you have the ability to look at your product on something like camel.com and just try and see the trends last year, or sorry, the beginning of this year, then you might be able to see how your bestseller ranking is affected through the new year. Because do you know what? It might happen that you might run out of stock, okay? And you might be able to see that trend through other suppliers at the beginning of this year. So make sure you have a look at the trends, make sure you communicate with your suppliers, and make sure you plan ahead so that you're not left without stock without you knowing about it. So if you're planning to run out of stock, then do you know what? It happens. It's not the most ideal situation. However, you can come back from it, but you don't want to be waiting 2 months to get more stocking. You don't want to be waiting 2-3 months to get stocking, because if it's the case where, cool, everyone comes back from Chinese New Year, and then you want to order, they may have a 5-week backlog, and that does happen. If we look back just a few months ago, they had the situation where the government shut down factories for pollution reasons. Okay, that was a legitimate thing that actually happened, and suppliers got put back weeks because of it, just because they were unable to do things for 2 weeks. I think a week or 2 weeks they weren't able to produce anything at all. So that can drastically affect the supply chain of not just you, but other sellers as well. So if it does happen like that, you know, you're going to be in good company. Other people might have that same problem. However, if you stick to those tips, if you plan ahead, if you communicate with your supplier, that's super, super important, and you look at the trends, hopefully you're going to be in the best position to navigate Chinese New Year. So hopefully that's going to help you guys. If you're ordering your first product, then you want to ideally get it in there as soon as possible. You want to get your order as soon as possible, even if it's the case where you order it, it's manufactured or it's half manufactured, and then they go, you know, on their Chinese New Year holidays. At least that's better, and you're going to be first in line for getting your stock and your delivery after Chinese New Year. So that can be quite good for you. For myself personally, I'm trying to order my new units at the moment. Of course, there are setbacks with Amazon. I'll talk about that in another video, but it's taking slow progress, and I'm a little bit worried, to be honest, about my inventory. So I might, instead of doing an initial order of 400 units, I actually might just go ahead and do a 1,000 unit order. That is very, very, very risky on a new product. But if it's the case where it's waiting another week or two, I might be forced into that position where I either order 400 units and potentially sell out in February, or I order a lot more and have it all in one go and take the risk. So what do you think I should do? First of all, what do you think I should do in the comments? Tricky situation, but it's something that you guys are going to have to pay attention to as well if you're looking to get your products in before Chinese New Year. So start communicating with your suppliers now. The sooner you do it, the better, and just see where they're at so that they know that you're keeping an eye on it as well. So guys, hopefully that makes sense on this video. Today is Wednesday, and I think I'm going to do a giveaway video tomorrow. So I might even go live tomorrow. I'm not sure. So make sure you do have notifications turned on, because it might be a bit of a weird time. But today, as we speak, I uploaded this video yesterday. Today, as we speak, I'm in London. I'm going to record that. I'm actually going to I'm doing a photo shoot for my product. So I'm not going to, this is the thing, guys. Am I going to tell you this? I might actually film the whole thing for the future. I haven't decided yet, but I might, basically I might, this isn't decided, so don't hold me to it at all, I haven't decided yet. I might show you the process of launching this product once it's actually launched and selling, so that no one can jump on it. I actually might show you the product and have 2 Amazon stores. I know actually now how to do that. It is possible. And I have thought about making multiple Amazon stores and having one for YouTube. So I'm thinking about it. I haven't decided. There are massive pros and massive cons to doing it. So I'm not quite sure if it's going to ever happen. But I'm going to record the date anyway, just in case I do need it in the future. And there is an overarching master plan with this. It's not just, you know, share my products for you guys. There is an overarching plan that has a lot more longevity in the future, if it pays off and if it goes the right way. But it might not. Maybe I'm kind of overreaching there. Hopefully it'll be really interesting. I hope you're very, very successful. If you have any questions about Chinese New Year, about Amazon or anything like that, just go ahead and send me an email or leave a comment below. More than happy to get back to you. Make sure you do join the Amazon groups there in the description. I've got 2 at the moment. I've even got my eye on a 3rd one. So yeah, make sure you get in there. I've got a lady, a FBA specialist, who answers all kind of really specific questions about Amazon. So if you don't have an account and you're looking for kind of process and procedure question and answers, basically she used to work at seller support as an FBA specialist, so she can help you out. So just tag her and tag me in any of those comments. But guys, I've hoped you enjoyed this video. I've hoped you found it very useful. Make sure you, of course, subscribe, leave a comment, like, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.